Oh, it should have gone. Oh my goodness. I pushed the wrong button. Oh, my camera's not on. There. My camera shut off on me. It's not supposed to do that. Hello, 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 everyone. This is Cynthia Toa. Welcome to Your Hidden Love Story, flipping your script around to better. My main intention to have this show is to bring those messages that are coming in that are already right now presently feeding your soul. I want to get those messages to come in a little bit better so they're actually working for our emotional flow. And the intention has to do with taking a new emotional feeling and replacing it with the feeling that is already in existence. But the new emotional feeling that you're bringing in is a better feeling. It is one that feeds your soul. It's one that makes you feel better. It makes you feel whole and complete. And did I tell you today's show is keeping your dreams alive, because we need to do that. It's so important to keep our dreams alive. Anyhow, my statement for flipping your script around to better is it only takes a moment in time to rewrite your internal script to better serve you as a person, to raise your vibration level up to a higher vibe by flipping your script around to a better script, one that actually feeds your soul. Today I do have a guest speaker, but before I bring her on, I am going to tell you a live story to relate to the title of the topic today. The title is Keeping Your Dreams Alive. And what do I mean by that is when we actually have our dream and we're going forward after our dreams, we're actually operating from a higher vibration because we're doing something that we love. We're doing something we enjoy. We're doing something that we're not really counting the hours or counting the minutes or counting the days of what's going on. We're doing something that we really, really, really like. For me, to give you an example, is like me being here on this show today wasn't one gigantic big step. It was a whole bunch of baby steps. And through all those baby steps, you have to keep that dream alive. It was the dream that kept giving me momentum. It was the dream that kept making me go forward. It was the dream that I have this bigger message that I believe is inside of me that you need to hear. Because I can't just keep it all to myself. Because sometimes we just need to hear somebody else's story to how to listen to it a little bit different, a little bit better, a little bit in a different way, so we can operate differently instead of the way that we've been raised or instead of the way we've been trained. My guest speaker today, I bet you all want to know who that is, right? Oh, where's my chat? I should have a chat here. I had a chat box up before I started. I wonder where it went. Did I lose it now? Oh my goodness. That way I could see everybody chatting. I'll go over here. I do this little box here, and I'm going to say hi. Let's see if anybody's there. Hi. I'm going to say, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Kathy? Can you see me? Okay. All right. Well, that means I'm live, right? Well, Kathy, this is my guest speaker is Kathleen Diane, and she has a YouTube channel called Real Life Reflections, and I'm going to bring her on to the channel, onto the show live here in just a second when I push the right button over here. I got all set up over here with all these buttons or what I'm supposed to do, you see. And let's see, we're going to go and bring her live into the show. Not that live, this live. And you should come in but I don't see you again. I'm still here, everyone. I'm trying to bring my guest live. I see me, but I don't see her. Means I gotta find out the hangout. There's the hangout. Okay, now I need Casey. He's my technical person. Okay, well, maybe if I do the top down, it doesn't show my guest either. I wonder why my guest isn't coming in.
Oh.
Casey, you promised me.
I think I'm on there, Cynthia.
You
I
are?
was on there.
I can't
I was
see
on
it.
there, but now it went away.
This one is not you on there.
It was for a minute.
Well, everyone, I guess this is part of going live, you know. Hey, hi, Sunny Orange. All right, we're going to figure this out. I should be able to, that's the camera, hangout audio, window capture. I don't know. I see a line here that seems like you should be on. Where's my technician now? Okay, we did the intro, and I'm on my guest. I have no idea what to do now.
It was on there for a second. Something you pushed did bring me on.
Oh, let's go back to Google Hangout and do this. That didn't do it. That should have done it. See, you're supposed to be over here. There's this window that's over here. It's right here. I know you can't see me, but it's on the screen here. I can see this line of a window that she's supposed to be at, but my controls, I should be able to... Oh, well, I wondered if they can hear you. Can they hear you when you're talking to me right now?
Ask somebody in the chat.
Whoop. Yes, I can hear. Oh. She can hear you. So you're heard.
Oh, that's good.
At least
that
they
could
know.
Work.
At least they know you're here, huh?
We could just do it that way if you want.
I guess, since I really have no idea what to do, and I'm sure my technician will probably be trying to get a hold of me. Of course, they were on their way home. They should have stayed here for my live.
I know.
Well, everyone, technical difficulties. You know, I have this little line that's up here that shows me that Kathy's actually live behind there, but I don't know how to move my vision out of the way. Let's see. Camera. I don't want to mix it. I don't want to redo something and mess it up, you see. She showed up earlier in seconds. Oh, so you're right. Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to turn this off for a moment. Oh, it's already off.
So you can choose what you want in the big screen and your little screen?
Yeah, the only thing is, it's I don't see you at all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Media source. Let's see if it'll let me do that. I can see where you're supposed to be. I can actually see a little glimpse of you in there. What did I just do now?
How funny.
Can you see that little line?
Yeah.
That little line is you. Let's see. There. That's Oh, I made you disappear
so
now.
Oh
no.
through the crack.
Undo. Maybe I got enough undos to get back to the beginning, to the one we actually saw you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
Come on, undo. Yeah, I know Kathy's showing up in a little line. I don't know how to make it so she's a big line. And Sunny, you know a little bit about OBS systems. What can I do to get her thing to show? Then it closed. Maybe there's something that was clicked. I'm sure something was clicked. Oh, look I see Kathy now. If I'm showing the top screen.
You see me?
I can see you. We're going to leave you here. Oh, everybody gets to see my notes now. I wasn't blindsiding it. Yeah, I had my notes. I'm still new. Say. All right, Kathy. The screen above is showing you. Let me see if I go to the guest.
Oh, look, I see me. Don't move.
Yeah, I but you weren't there
but
before.
Where are you?
I'm down here in the corner.
But
see what?
Can you make the big screen you?
We're gonna do this. We're cheating, everybody. There we go. Kathy and Cynthia. How about that? We got
works.
Technical difficulties being resolved. Well, thank you, Kathy, for holding the fort.
I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah,
just watching, enjoying the show.
You held space. Anyhow, Kathy's going to take over the show. She has her own YouTube channel on Real Life Reflections, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her life journey or her life experience about keeping her dreams real, and what's the difference between when a dream is being lived and walked through and when we're not living our dream. So Kathy, the floor is on you, and if I can interact and talk to you as we go through to make sure that...
Sure.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay, well, let's see. I would say my dreams, what's really my dreams to me, are a lot of the things that I am working on right now that I've been doing recently. And one of the biggest ones is my channel, Real Life Reflections on YouTube, no spaces. And what it's about is that I've learned a lot of things in my life. I've had a lot of realizations, insights over the course of my life experiences, interacting with people and relationships, hearing other people's stories, reading, just learning in life. And I feel that I know a lot of things that have helped me to just be as happy and feel as good as I can as a person, and then just to help me create the life I want. And I want to be able to share those things with people. And I think that's one of my dreams, because that's where I feel a lot of passion and excitement. And I know, Cynthia, you say that when you're living your dreams, you're going to feel just major passion. Like you can't stop. You want to work on it all the time. The hours just fly by when you're doing it. And that's how I am when I'm working on the channel, when I'm thinking about what I'm going to talk about, making my videos, just doing it all. I feel like time just goes by because I'm so excited to be doing it.
Flies on by.
Right? I know.
Because you're working in your passion and your desire and things that you want to get done.
Exactly. I can start early in the morning, and all of a sudden it's 2, 3 o'clock, and it felt like 15 minutes went by, and it's because that happens when you're really doing something that you truly love, and that's really a passion of yours. And see, as far as making that happen, that's something that I've been wanting to do for 5 or 6 years now. Well, the sharing with people the things that I've learned. And there's been some situations in my life that made it a little bit hard to really get things going with that over the last few years. But the thing is, I did not let my dreams die. I didn't push them aside and say, oh, well, I kept them right there on the burner, simmering.
and if you did, if you just kept it right there on the burner, how would you feel? I mean, would you feel like lack or insecure or insufficient or?
I didn't. I would have if I hadn't been doing anything on them. But the thing that I did is, while they're sitting there on the burner, like, I didn't take it off the stove. I left it on the burner. I was doing little things over the years, like baby 5 steps. Or 6 years. I was writing things down. Yeah. I was planning out what I was going to do when I really got to that point. There was a lot of little baby steps that I was working on over those years, so that when I got to the point where I really had time and things were set up so I could do it, I was already partially there. And that's the thing. You can't just not do anything about them, right, Cynthia? I mean, if you have dreams but you're not taking any steps, not even baby steps, it's not going to feel good.
Right. That's
I mean, what's it going to feel like?
Less than, whole and complete. I'm unworthy. Mm-hmm. I'm not good enough. I can't get anything done. But if we keep taking those baby steps, when we keep taking those baby steps, what happens is something bigger grows. And we take more baby steps and something bigger grows. It's like,
exactly, they add up.
It's like with Kathy, and I was like in the middle of writing this book, and I kept just writing things down and kept writing it down. And just one year, which was this year, I took everything I was written down and I actually made that book happen. But it didn't happen by me it didn't happen by me giving up my dream. It happened because I kept that dream alive. I kept that fire lit. I kept saying, I have to write this book because it means something to me. And what's the name of that book? I should have it all out and ready. I've been all in the middle of setting everything up, but it's called Flipping Your Feels Around to Better. And it is on Amazon. It's an ebook and a hard copy, whichever way you want. And it talks, a little bit about this journey that we're on.
Yeah.
Did you get a copy of my book, Kathy?
I sure did, yes. And I got it signed by the author, who was you.
Did you?
Yes,
did you read it?
Copy.
Did you read parts?
Yes,
And did you enjoy
it?
Good
book, very good information. Yes. Everybody should definitely go to Amazon and order a copy. It can definitely help you flip your script.
See, I got her promoting my book now. That's the way to work it, right?
Yeah. No, but really, on dreams, if you're making your dreams happen, or even taking those little baby steps, even if it's not time to go full force, at least if you're taking baby steps, doing little things with it, your life will feel so much better. It feels more fulfilling, right? Instead of like you're just going along living life, you're actually really truly living life, because you're living from that passion, from
you know how
from
good
what
it felt.
you really want to do.
Like, you know how good it felt once I completed that book? It was like, I did it. I did it. Now you know how good it feels when I hear someone say that they liked my book. Hey, I bet you there's somebody in my chat that likes my book too. If there's anybody that's in the chat that read my book and liked my book, let everybody else know. Get that book, FlipN Your Emotional Feels Around to Better. It has a lot of good insights in there.
For sure. And you know what else working on your dreams does?
It helps other people.
Seeing you work on your dreams over the years, and especially this whole last year, inspired me like crazy to go for mine. I've been waiting, for it to be the right time, to have the enough time, just doing those baby steps and waiting for that time so I could really go for it. But seeing you make your dreams come true and be doing all you're doing gave me that push, that wow, I can really make mine come true too. It just inspired me. I put some
gasoline in her vehicle and made it go.
Exactly.
Yes,
that's what you did.
I remember when I first started this journey of the digital world and putting everything out there, Kathy, that I'd come to you, Kathy, do you know how to do this? Kathy, do you know how to do that? And, as time went on, I don't know, 6 months, half a year went by, and I'd go back and I'd say, Kathy, you know how to do this? And she'd look at me and she goes, Cynthia, you're so past any question you asked me last year. She goes, I have no idea what you're asking me this year.
Exactly. I know in the beginning, maybe I knew a little bitty bit more than you. And then these days, I ask you things. You've learned so much, done so much just over these last couple of years.
But that's what I was going to say. That's what I love, is because my dream is creating something that I want, because I have messages I feel like I have that the world needs to hear, right? Well, and what's so neat is by me living my dream and with my passion and my desire and never giving up. Kathy, have I ever given up? Did I ever give up hope at all?
Never, and no. And when you say you're going to do something, you do it.
And as I'm going
100%.
And as I was going forward, it was really, really neat to watch my best friend that we can talk to about this spiritual stuff, to watch her like come up behind me. Oh, I don't like to be on the camera too, where she's got her own show going.
I still don't.
Yeah, but look, I got her on my show. So we could talk about her show. We want to promote it.
Yes.
It's real life reflections, and she gets deep. You need to go watch her channel, because she gets deep into the subject, into the way she puts that question out there. So you can actually look at the answers that you're getting to come in a whole brand new way. Hi, let's see who we got. We got Gregory there, we got Sunny there, and I had someone on Facebook. Moana, I don't know if she said she's coming over. Let's see what Greg says. Was reading in a restaurant, and a witness asked me what I was reading, so I told her. Woo-hoo-hoo. She took the name down. Woo-hoo.
He needs to carry a couple extra copies around to pass out.
Yep, Greg, you need to have a couple copies of my book. While you're reading my book out there, you need to have a copy there to sell them. All right, I have actually gifted a bunch of my books out, so... So one of the questions I would ask to someone that, when you have a dream out there that you're not actually making any steps going forward, I want you to ask yourself, what does it pay you or cost you to hold on to the old story of thinking that you can't do it, or there's no way you can make something happen, or how you can go do this or do that? I want you to ask yourself, how are you benefiting from not making the decision to actually make some baby steps from that? Are you getting some extra TLC because somebody's saying poor you, or I'm so sorry, or you don't have to? Are you actually
It's
living off of those
reminding.
low? Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, you're reminding me of that saying. You've probably heard it about where when a lot of people are thinking about whether to do something or not, it says to stop thinking about all the things that could go wrong and start thinking about what if they go right.
That's
Have you
right.
heard that one?
Yeah, we have to ask the right question. We have to put it out there the right way. We don't want to know what happens if it goes wrong, so don't ask that question.
Yeah.
We want to ask the question, what happens if it goes right? I'm going to chase that dream. I'm going to say that it's going to go right. I'm going to chase after that rightness. Why? Because it makes me feel whole. It makes me feel complete. It makes me feel awesome. It makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel like I put on my own armor, my own outfit. I'm not wearing this one that I can't do it. I challenge everybody to take one area that you are saying, I can't do this, or it's too hard. I challenge you to take that story and to start to flip it around to a script that actually makes you feel better. See if you can feel better. If you're saying you can't, I want you to say, try for a week, I can, and see what that does. It actually gives you momentum. It gives you strength. It gives you ability. It gives you movement. Just by believing you can.
Well, what's the time when you did that, Cynthia?
Well, I tell you, at the beginning of me putting all of this stuff together, I had people around me that didn't believe I could. And so I could believe, and there are people that are important to me. And I could believe their script, I could believe their story, that I can't piece all this together. It's too hard. I might as well toss it out. But no, when their story was coming in, I was taking that moment, at that moment, and flipping that script around and saying, yeah, you may think I can't, but I believe I can. Because I have a message to share out to the world that wants to come out and share it out to the world in such a big and greater way. I feel like it's a mission. I feel like it's a purpose. I feel like it's not a choice. I'm supposed to be out here sharing this message out to you, the how to flip our script around to a better script that's feeding our soul, so our soul gets momentum. It has that purpose to live. It's living with that passion. It's living with that desire.
And don't things just fall into place when you're really pursuing your dreams?
She's talking about falling
don't
into place.
Don't things happen in the universe to show you that, yes, you're on the right path. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Haven't you had a lot of stuff happen like that?
Just recently, like me setting up this TV hosting program. 2 months ago, I didn't know I was going to be setting up my own program, TV show to host. So everything that's happened to help me get to where I'm at, I could not have planned. I could not have put it there into place. But when you're doing the right thing, the universe actually puts people and places in the right position for it to happen. This is only my second episode. And in 1 week, I have 2 camcorders. I have an OBS system all set up for those that technically understand what that means. I have a stream deck here to do all my keyboard work so I can be, seen clearly. I have somebody showing up to my house technically inclined, setting me up so my show can be spot on, as good as it can be for a beginning stage. And I could not have asked for these people to be here. They didn't live in this area 3 months ago, and here they are, here just in time, and they have that right time and that right space to help me with my photography, my professional photographer, and my technicians. They built my computer.
It's very true. The universe will support you when you pursue your dreams.
It's
for sure.
It's laying things down in front of me that I could have never done on my own, never even knew that I needed. I have this extra room in my place that is now a studio for certain. It reminds me of somebody else's studio I know. And my camera went blank. I'll be right back.
Who could that be?
Yeah, my camera goes. We have a little glitch, we have a little glitch going, but that just means I got to get up and go push the button again. That shouldn't be happening. I have it. It shouldn't be happening. It's plugged in to it's plugged into the wall. It has the power going into it. It must have some kind of timeout that shouldn't be set. And my technician's been looking at it, and we've been trying to figure it out, and that's still a little glitch we got going there. But
there you go.
I was saying something good before that happened, though.
Oh, we were talking about who could that be?
Oh, well, I really thought somebody else was going to be a part of this technical setup, but that somebody else and I haven't really had time to meet up with one another yet. And so I've had Casey Kaufman. He comes and he's my technical assistant, my technician, and Angela Mello, she's my assistant. They both built my computer. And Casey's been doing the photography and doing some of the software work. I'm so grateful and thankful that they, two of them, come and give up their time to help this program go forward.
Very, very neat.
It's awesome.
And then you were saying about the studio, though, how
it reminds me.
Did it remind you of a different studio?
Yeah, it reminds me of somebody else I know that does their studio stuff online. Oh, yeah. It's somebody that my heart goes pitter-patter over. And it's not, Kathy, but you know the story. It's not just me that says, hey, go check this person out. The universe shows me. You need to go check this one out.
Once again, the universe, yeah.
Even if I close my eyes, the universe is going to show me, no, you need to hang out over here. And I'm going, okay, I'm going to go hang out over here. And so I really thought that was the person who was going to actually train me and show me this part. But now I believe. Oh, okay. Now I believe I'm actually going to have that person on my show one day, sooner than later.
Maybe for the next one, next week.
You know when it's going to be, Kathy? When the universe divinely has the plan for it to happen. Yes. It will not happen.
All in, as you say, all in divine timing.
It's not going to happen before. It's only going to happen when the both of us are both lined up for this new, awesome, amazing opportunity to happen that's right here in front of us. Because the two of us work so much alike. We are so like-minded. We work on such a mirror image. Sometimes if I want to think about what that person's doing, all I have to do is look at what I'm doing. And then I know what they're doing.
You've been shown that hundreds of times, huh?
100, I think thousands of times.
Hundreds.
Okay, we'll say hundreds. I am amazed at how many times the universe shows me not to let go of that source.
I know.
To keep going towards that source, because there is an amazing story there. There's an amazing journey that the both of us have to offer out to the world. And the day the two of us hook up, it'll be like a power couple because we both have our ways at presenting things that's so effective to help the world see things from a better light in a better way.
Yeah. You have something special. That person has something special. And together it's like synergy, right?
Synergy.
Together you create even more than you and that person. Together.
Oh
It'd
yeah,
be
we'll
pretty
be on
awesome.
fire.
I could see it.
It's like that happy ever after story, that fairy tale dream that you never knew that could ever exist. But that's a dream I don't let go of.
Exactly.
If I let go of it, guess what happens? I don't feel as vibrant. I don't feel as if I'm going in the right direction. I actually lose momentum. I lose a part of my passion. So you know what? I just keep holding on to that dream. You know why? Because it feeds my soul. You know why? Because it's making me, it keeps lighting my fire. It keeps saying, Cynthia, keep going this way. Keep going this way. Don't pay attention don't pay attention to any of that lower vibrational feel, anything that makes you feel less than whole and complete, that's not going to work. Remember to shut that door, and keep those doors open that says this is working. This is happening. We are meeting. This is coming together. There is a happy ever after dream. There is a fairy tale dream. Just keep believing in that story. You know why? Because the universe hears that. And the universe knows exactly what it's doing. And the universe is what has led me. It wasn't me that says, I'm going to go chase this person. It wasn't that at all.
I can attest to that. Very, very true. Been there along the way, and I've seen some crazy, interesting stuff that definitely is true.
To vouch for.
For sure.
I'm starting to get ready for my Halloween tarot party. So I'm getting my Gypsy outfit on. See?
Oh, nice. That's such a neat idea. So it's like a group tarot reading online?
Yeah, it's like, okay, they're having a birthday party or a Halloween party or a Christmas party or a work party, whatever they're having, right? And say, oh, well, we got 20, 25 people at the party. We want to do something different. I'll put them live like I have you live, but I'll have it live on a Zoom call or something. And so...
where they all can be there?
Yeah, they could, but it's, a party, everybody's not going to show up on the screen at the same time. Because they're probably at a party at a one place. That's my imagination. We could do it virtually if they're all at different locations, but okay. So they're all at a birthday party at your house. You have your computer on and you have your live stream on, and they each get like 10 minutes, and they sit down, and I do a reading for each of them, and it gets recorded.
Oh, neat.
And then at the end of the party, that recording you get to keep for life.
Aw, that's so cool.
And my readings are only going to find the good story, so there's nothing to be afraid of about what's going to be on that.
Yeah.
On the reading.
Yeah.
Because it all has to do with this beautiful way of how that message comes out. That when that 10-minute reading's done, your soul already feels better. Even if it was a 5-minute reading, your soul's going to feel better by the information that comes out.
Yeah, and your readings always tell people exactly what they need to hear, and they're always so right on. Every single time I've seen you do one on me or anyone else, it's crazy. It's always so right on.
I have amazed myself. And what's so neat, though, it's always to embetter something. It's always for something better. I haven't been really looking at the chat, but I have Casey, thanks for this compliment on this theme, looking good. I did have to adjust it. It's not working on the guest look, so I had to pull her in on the top camera, and then I stretched it out. And Ola, I love your gift too. Oh, that is Moana. I love your gift too. I love you, Moana. Thanks for coming to my show. And Greg, think it's your favorite. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, and Moana's saying I inspired her to be brave too. I am not seeing the whole
Aw.
chat. Yeah. And then Greg, only time will tell. Time there what time? There is no time. Time is now.
Yes, yes.
You know, what I know is whatever is supposed to happen is exactly what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And what I know is through my journey up to this moment in time, um, it's feeding my soul. That's what's happening. And I'm loving what part of my soul's being fed. And I'm sure
Yeah.
I'm feeding their soul too. So
I think if you're feeling the way that you're feeling, then you're definitely on the right track. Because that's how I do a lot of what I do in life is by following that free flowing, pulled,
I think it's the
really
only.
good feeling like in your soul. I think that's where your soul wants to go, where it knows it's supposed to be. And if you're feeling that when you're following your hidden love story, then I definitely think that's a sign, a big sign that that's where you're supposed to be going.
Well, what happens when we're working from our passionate self and our desired self? We're not worried.
Mm-hmm.
We're not consumed with all this lack or less than or doubt because we're in the middle of operating from this passionate self. We're operating from this excitement. We're operating from laughter and joy and happiness and play.
Yeah.
And when we're operating from those higher vibrational ways, who in the heck wants to flip their script around to worse?
I know. Not me.
Yeah, it is important to leave comments in the feedback and everything because every tick I get, every like, every share, every subscribe I
Mhm.
get. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe my channel. Every comment that comes through, all of that makes a difference to how the information gets spread out throughout the algorithm through YouTube, so more people can actually watch this type of information. And
Mhm.
right now, I go onto YouTube to help share my gift out there to the world. So you can actually see how you have the ability to actually change your life story around where you actually start feeling a better way. I'm here trying to help give people their strength and their power back of who they really are in the first place and give them the courageousness, the willingness, the desire to live their life. We're alive right now today. Why do I have to wait until tomorrow to live? Why do I have to wait for 5 years until I complete something before I'm happy or before I, you know, decide I can live in a passionate way? Why don't I just go ahead and be passionate about what I'm doing right now and live my life today? Like when I'm operating from passion and desire, Kathy, I feel like I'm in heaven right here on this
Yeah.
planet Earth
Yeah.
because
That's
nothing's
how
missing.
that's how we can feel and we're supposed to feel, you know. I have this rock, a painted rock that I found that just says be happy. And I put that right where I walk by it several times a day cuz you can get caught up feeling this way, that way, or however, but I see that and I read it, be happy. And it's like, oh yeah, I have the power to really feel that way no matter what you're feeling. Like you help people do, Cynthia, how you help them flip their feeling from those lower ways to feeling good and feeling happy. We really can do that in any moment.
It is a choice. It is a, a decision that we make. And it does take effort, meaning that we have to stay consistent upon it because we have
Mhm.
lived in such a lower vibrational mode for most of our lives because we have been taught, from the day we were born, we were taught go to your room, be quiet, shut up, you're not good enough,
Mhm.
I don't have time to hear your story. And
Yeah.
so as children, we learned that we were less than whole and complete. We learned that we were not valuable enough. We weren't even worthy enough to speak our truth. So as we're getting older, we're going, that story is a lie.
Mhm.
And we have to learn how to flip our script around. No, I do have a right to speak. My story is important. The information I have to share is important to you. Every one of us has something that's very important. We got caught up into the lie thinking that we were not important. Some of the, it is about tuning into how we actually feel. If I'm not feeling good at this moment, I am going to do whatever it takes to get me into a higher vibrational feeling so I'm feeling okay. Rather I got to go for a walk, rather if I got to take a shower, rather if I got to do sometimes I take a pen and I just scribble just to get the garbage, just to get movement going. It's like I'll go around in circles and scribble. I really do this to get movement going because I'm like in a stuck moment.
Yeah, movement I've noticed is one of the best things to start moving out of those kinds of feelings. One of the ones I really like is getting in the car and driving, especially with some music on. That always, no matter what I'm feeling, like 2 minutes later, I'm good.
I have someone it
helps me move out of that.
I have someone that's in the chat. They're saying that they're a virgin male and they've never dated anyone. And do I have any advice for anything? And the thing, or you don't have any desire. The thing is, if we have to fall in love with ourselves, it's like I can fall in love with people out there, but the best person to fall in love with is me first, because it's the person that's inside of here that I want to fall in love with. So when I'm out there wanting somebody to share my life with, I'm sharing that type of person with me. I don't want to seek love out there before I found that love within myself. It is really being comfortable with who you are as a person without any judgment. Don't judge yourself. We have to be easy on ourselves. Love the person that you are. Love the things that you do. Stop criticizing the things that you do and saying, I'm not good enough. I have to get this far or do that far or do that much before somebody can love me. No, you're already good enough right now. You were born. The day you were born, you were good enough. We were just told we weren't. So it's time for us to flip our script around and say, yes, I am.
Exactly.
We have to decide that that's what we want. I want to live my life today, and I'm choosing to live it. By telling myself.
We don't have to stay how things are. We don't have to stay feeling how we have felt. We don't have to keep our lives how it has been and just think that that's the way it is and that's the way it's going to be. We can change how we feel. We can change our lives. We can do all of that.
But the most important thing is when we're making changes, we want to make those changes because we chose to do them. I don't want to make those changes because somebody else thinks I need to make those changes to make me whole and complete. That's where we've got our information wrong. Most of us are reaching out there, looking out there at something or something to find out if I'm good enough. Well, I erase all those chalkboards. I don't want to see anybody out there. I want to know that I'm already good enough. I already want to embrace that feeling. Because everybody's got to feel those same ways. Why is that one person better than me? They're not.
Yeah. And Cynthia, if you're looking for that validation from other people, isn't that giving your power away? I know you've talked about that before.
It is. When we are looking for somebody else to give us confirmation that we're good enough at whatever we're doing, then it's like a leak. It's like, because you're asking that person if you're good enough, then that person may not even know what it is that you see that's good in that. Maybe they are we're all on a different path, even though we're kind of on the same path. But if I put my energy, Kathy, is this good enough? Kathy, is this good enough? Kathy, is
what?
This good?
Oh, sorry.
You're right. I know. But if I were to keep saying that, what would happen is it would say, I would all of a sudden, okay, I did all this, but I'm waiting for Kathy's response. Let's see what Kathy has to say. Let's see what Kathy has to say. Okay, 20 minutes has gone by and she still hasn't answered me.
Yeah.
And okay, in that 20 minutes, what has happened, I have depleted a part of my soul. Because all of a sudden, I took away the belief in my story that I already knew was good enough before I asked Kathy if it was. So that's what she means by a power leak. I just know that if I keep chasing my dreams and I keep putting energy into my dreams, it gives me momentum. When I want to, when I think of something and I get scared, you know what I do next? Especially when it's towards my dream? I jump. I jump right over fear. I go, okay, I feel you, fear, but I'm not going to look at you. I'm going for it. I'm going to make that call. I'm going for it. I'm writing that letter. I'm going for it. I'm sending out that resume. I'm going for it. I'm going to write that information down in the chat. I'm going for it. I'm going to tell my love story one way or another.
Yep, that's what being fearless is. I actually think it was Taylor Swift that said this, but she said that being fearless doesn't mean that you have no fear. It's not the absence of fear. It's there being fear, being you are afraid. You're very afraid even, but you still do it. She said that's being fearless, and I think that's awesome. I think of that a lot, because there'll be something I want to do too, and maybe I'm worried or fearful about it. But of course, that's a natural feeling you're going to have when there's something that you're not used to doing, or you're stepping out of your box, or who knows how it's going to go. But you got to just go for it and just do it.
I have watched you jump over some fear this year, young lady. I wrote a book.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, she wrote a book too. She had it all ready to go. There's been some.
I'm in the process of 2 books. But,
but the thing is, she's in momentum. She's in movement. She's gonna be our next author. The next author that's on this show.
Yeah. Inspired by who?
Cynthia, tell it.
By you.
But not only that, she has started her own YouTube channel that is like real life reflections. When I listen to her channel, I know she's been listening to me. And it makes my heart go pitter patter to know that I've already touched somebody enough to know that they can take these baby steps and put their life dreams out there and share their stories out to the world too. And like she said, she's afraid of the camera, but she's going past her fear.
Aw, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Because it's just the things that I talk about on my channel. I just really know like what a difference they've made in me and my life. And maybe there's lots of people out there that already know everything I talk about or way more or whatever, but I know there's a lot of people that don't, and that to hear that information, I know that it could really help them and make a difference in their lives along their journey too. So that's why I'm doing it, even though it can be scary.
And I think Kathy has a unique way to bring in her story in about those lower emotional feelings, and how she actually presents it in her Real Life Reflections YouTube channel. I love the way how she makes it really deep. She goes into it deep, so it gives you a deeper understanding to what that really means, to what it means to have choice in the emotional feelings that we have accepted and acquired and come used to actually rewriting our script and becoming used to these better feelings of joy, laughter, play, happiness, desire. But we don't have to stay in those lower emotional feelings actually lead and guide us So we don't want
Yes,
we don't,
yes.
yeah, we don't want to shut them down. We don't want to shut them out. We're going, oh, thank you for showing up because it got me a lesson to
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah, that's what my one video is about. Is about when they do show up, instead of just trying to push them away, take a little bit of time um, to look at them and reflect on them, and think about why they could be there, what they could be telling you, and how they could actually benefit you. Because even though we don't want to stay in that, the emotions that don't feel good come to help you. They're there for a reason. So it's good to um, to get that out of them
Well,
before you
I
let them go
yeah.
on
Well,
their way.
well, because they come up to show you that they're still in your system. And they're coming up to
Mm-hmm.
show you saying, hey, I want to be freed. That's the way I look at it. I want to be freed.
Mm-hmm,
Hey,
mm-hmm.
I'm right
Or
here right
pointing you
now.
towards changes
Mm-hmm.
to make in your
Mm-hmm.
life, or
Right.
things you want to do differently and stuff like that too.
And that emotion will come up and go, I'm going to show you what might still be holding you back.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
Yeah,
going, well,
definitely.
thank you for showing up and showing me. Now get the heck out of here.
I know. No, but really, with those feelings, once you do accept, accept them and learn from them, and see what they're trying to tell you, just in doing that, that is when they kind of disperse and kind of go away on their own. It's like it's gone once you really realize what you're supposed to get from it and to learn from it. That's what I've noticed, at least in my experiences.
When it's actually going through the healing cycle, it is to me almost such a unique experience, even though I don't like going into that lower vibrational mode. But when I'm there, I know that it's showing up because it's time for me to see it.
Yeah.
And it wants to go through this healing cycle. But when it actually gets to that healing where you actually get that aha moment, it's like that's what they call a rebirth at that moment. It's like, I get to go through the light and come through the other side.
Exactly. Yes, yes.
And it lets you feel lighter, and it lets you feel more gleeful, and it lets you feel more playful or more childlike mind. It's because it frees you to operate from your higher self. I haven't even done a reading or anything. Let's see.
You should.
Let's see. I'm going to make me a little smaller. Go put me over here. And I'm going to shrink you up some. This is from my top camera. Take my hidden notes away that are not so hidden. These are a deck of cards I actually made. Let's see. I don't know if you can. I like showing it this way, right here. Here we go. The flipping cards. Well, let's see what the flipping cards have to say. I'm sure they got something beautiful to say. Oh, what happened? My chat. There it is. Let's see what the cards had to say. I really thank you so much for being here with me, Kathy.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Yeah. It says, just as you see it. Life is just as we see it. It's like if we think life is not providing for us, it is not. If we think it is, it is. If we think that it is how we see it, it is our vision. Help me elaborate, Kathy. Yeah, okay. It is the vision we hold out there, is the vision where we're going to see. If I feel like every time I go outside I'm going to lock up and get scared, that's what's going to happen. But if I tell myself it's going to be safe, then I can be safe. Oh, Moana, she's excited to see my cards. This is the, what do you call it? It's an unlimited edition. There's one copy.
Yeah. Limited edition.
It's
very limited.
It's a very limited
Extremely
edition.
limited.
Extremely limited. It is about seeing, okay, well, just as you see it, it is about seeing the beauty within. That's what the next card says. It's about seeing the beauty within. I got to get better lighting for my cards. So, and keep believing in your dreams, and that's the title of our show. I love that. Yep. Keep believing in your dreams is the title of our show.
No way, that's awesome.
And that's what this card says. Keep believing in yes.
Your readings always do stuff like that. It's like, no way, how can it? You're such a good reader.
Thank you. I remember this deck does that to me. And life is sweet because I look at life as being sweet. I think life is here giving us gifts all the time. It is just for us to see the gifts that are being given. Like, my studio getting set up has to do with the children coming over and helping me set up. That was a gift in disguise. It wasn't something I could see. It's not something I could have planned. It's something the universe put here in front of me on purpose. Because the universe says, Cynthia, what you have to share is so important. We want the universe to see your gift.
Yes, yes. I always think of quotes. Got one more to stick in there. It's a really short one. It just says, live life as if everything is rigged in your favor. Isn't that awesome?
I love it.
I love that one too.
My camera went out twice, Casey, so that's up for my technician, letting him know. Twice in the show of an hour. So there's got to be some kind of setting in the camera that's making it shut off in a certain amount of time that we need to reset. I love that the name of the show came up in the card.
I mean, how many times have we said that? I'm like, I can't believe that, but I can.
Well, I can believe it, but it just, let's put it another way.
Still blows your mind.
I'm amazed. I am floored. I am blown away. But this is what I mean. Wow. The universe talks to me in this amazing way, and that's why I know I'm in the right place at the right time. And this other love story that I talk about, that's my love story, that's kind of a hidden love story because it really hasn't happened. But yet there's so much love that's been involved in that story up until this moment. Has actually kept me believing in my dreams. It's kept momentum going. It's kept the passion going. Why do I want to question it? I've been questioned. And when they question me, I'm going, well, if you don't like my story, you can go away because, you're not feeding my story, you're not feeding my soul. You can just move on. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Why do I do that? Because they drain my story. They it's like siphons my story away like it's not real. And it's like, well, it's real to me. Yeah. And if it makes me feel this good, why would you want to make anything else of that?
Exactly, yeah.
I definitely believe the universe has been leading me and guiding me, and even with my eyes closed, it still would have led me to the same place, the same direction. I can't go with my eyes closed because the universe is constantly putting.
What kinds of ways do you see? What kind of things do you see a lot? Where the universe is showing you that's the way to go without being too personal. Because it's really neat. You shared so many things with me.
Okay, like the other day, like this story, I have the hidden love story, right? And I'm putting up an ad, the hidden love story on the internet with my hidden love story. Okay, now my stuff. I have stuff that goes out there. I put it out there. I don't know where it's going to land on the internet. I mean, I know that it's going to go in Facebook or on Instagram or on YouTube. I know that. But I don't know where it's going to land digitally. Okay, when I open it up and this person that, I have this connection with is right above that hidden love story, I laugh. Because why else? Or another thing that happened, This is a technical glitch. I'm on a short Instagram live. Oh, that gets a little bit too personal. Maybe I better not do that. Well, because it's a direct hit. The Instagram live I had gave me a direct hit. There's only one person
I know.
that showed up to my
You
live.
can explain it without
saying the
without,
name. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so the person's name. Only one person showed up to my live, and that name being said on my Instagram live is the name of the person, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, the one person that showed up to your Instagram live
right,
had the same name as the person that is the
mystery
playing the other role in your hidden love story.
But the thing is what's really neat about it is it's got my Instagram live saying this person's name, but you can't go back and see the chat, so you don't know that I'm actually talking to a chat person in here. You think I'm talking to somebody that knows my story, which is not very many that knows a person's name in my story, but would think I'm talking to that person.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
It's like, okay, I didn't make that happen. I didn't even think about that until after it was over, and I went and rewatched it, and I'm going, ooh. License plates will either show me, the other day, the person owns a business. There's 7 letters on the license plate. The first 5 letters spell out the first 5 letters of that person's business name.
Mm-hmm.
So that means something to me.
Pretty neat.
I think so. Those are small things. Besides the carpet that I saw.
Oh my. So many things, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if hundreds even covers it, really.
No, I know. This is why I decided to do a live, or decided to do a part of Your Hidden Love Story, is to get part of my hidden love story out, right? Because it's natural, it's going to come out. But the reason why this even came to an existence is I would start telling people my story. And it's so much, it's so intense, all of a sudden people will go, stop, enough, because it's so unbelievable. It's like, it can't be that many things. No, you can't tell me this and this and this happened. Yeah. And this all relates to that one story. And I'm going, yeah. But then the reason why they can't...
It's true, it did.
The reason why they can't believe in it is because of the fact that it is... It's like a happy ever after.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Well, it's unbelievable because we have never learned to live that way.
Mm-hmm.
If we had always learned to live that way, Kathy, then it wouldn't be so unbelievable.
True.
But because I'm going by these messages, and all these messages are telling me the story within the story, it's like it leads me to this one source. No, it's like everybody's too much for me to handle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, names, numbers, dreams.
So neat, though.
Yeah. It comes out in my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out through
Speaking of dreams.
seeing vehicles. Same type of vehicles the person drives.
Mm-hmm.
It's shows up. I got a book going on that, but I want to turn it into a movie instead because it is so big. You know, it could be a book and a movie.
That would be really neat.
Oh, I think it'd be an awesome movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hello, Cosmic Love and Sage. Happy to see you here. And I think I met her on Deep Love Tarot. That Gypsy Love, she's in my chat right now.
Ah, cool.
And so what else you got to say? We've been on for an hour and 10 minutes now.
The cards or me?
Oh,
Or who?
you want me to do some more cards? Let's see.
I thought that's what you were doing. I was waiting patiently.
It says, bring softness into the light. Well, I understand that because, my story is getting a little too deep, Too much at one time, too much information at one time. But I love the fact that Keep Believing in Your Dreams came up. I really, really do.
That's just crazy.
It is so crazy, amazing that comes up that way. I could get out a different deck. You want me to get it out? Different deck? Okay. I have the Monday Tarot. It's Monday, so we might as well do Monday Tarot. How about that?
That sounds good.
I remember a few years ago when I first started actually recording a lot. I did a lot of Monday Tarot cards. They were things, and there's big changes that are happening right now. It's a Wheel of Fortune change. That means it's a change for a better. It's something that you want. It's something that you desire. It's something that's good. It's a Wheel of Fortune change, and it has to do with because we've changed our thought patterns and we've decided to look at our thought patterns in a different way instead of looking at it the same way. Mm-hmm. We've laid down old stories that no longer serve us. We've laid them down to rest. That's the only way this Wheel of Fortune has come forward, is by those stories being laid down to rest. Mm-hmm. Those stories have had a bunch of tower moments to happen. That's like us going through those lower emotions, and it has to come to a boiling point for us to all of a sudden go, aha, I get it. So it took those tower moments to happen for us to lay down those lower stories, to put them to rest. Mm-hmm. Monsters are better than Red Bulls.
What? Sponsor me, Red Bull. Sponsor me.
Oh, Gypsy love, I'm glad to meet you too.
Red Bull gives you wings. See, look at my wings on my shirt. See?
Yeah, and it is again, we have had to look. This is like going through one door to get through the other, and we've had to look through those lower emotional ways to actually get through to the better way, to the higher vibrational way. Wow.
Hey, where's your Sprite, Cynthia?
I don't have my Sprite right now. I know.
You always have a Sprite.
I know. I do, but she doesn't like Red Bull, but she prefers Monsters.
Who's that?
That's Cosmic Love. Sage, yeah. But she appreciates your wings.
Aw, cool.
Okay, so we've had to go through doors, those low emotional fields, to get to the better feel. We've had to go through those tower moments to allow those things to lay down to rest for the big change to come. And the big change is coming with this masculine figure, which is King of Wands. It's like, I got my light on and I see what direction I want to go. And I'm looking at how this change has happened. I'm looking how these lower emotional fields got laid down to rest in this beautiful, magical way. That's what he's checking out. He's checking out. There's this big change that has happened, but it has to do with the emotional feeling inside that's changed. That's what he's looking at. Oh, I got one. Oh, but he's also been watching. He's been watching her water her plants, water her talents. Let's see what she's been doing. Let's see. She's been lining things up so everything in the structure is in balance. It's in order. Let's see. What else? Yeah, I'm always reading for the emotional self. Come on, cards. She's able to hold her balance on one foot with her eyes closed. She even got a pole out there. The pole's got a light on, and she's dancing like so beautiful. She's going, yep. I'm learning how to hold my balance through this emotional journey, making sure I'm laying down anything that's emotional that doesn't serve me. I've laid that down to rest because I'm looking for this bigger happy ever after story. The one that I keep allowing myself to water those plants, to water my dreams, to water my passion, to water my desire. And the King of Wands is checking her out. Checking it out, checking it out. What else? What else? And Kathy, you know how many times, you know how many times, but when a card would flip up and I would say like this one, I put it back, say if I put it back in, say if I put this one back in, you know how many times it could flip out 2 or 3 more times if that's the card that.
Yeah, when I first came to you for card readings, I'd see you sometimes when we were doing them, a card would fall and you'd put it back in, and I didn't say anything, but I'd think to myself, you can't put the card back in the deck. And you would. You're like, if it's supposed to come out, it'll come out again. And it would. It didn't do it like, you put it back in twice or something one time. It came out like 3 times once.
It did.
It seems like it. Yeah, if it's supposed to come out, it doesn't matter if you put it back in. I've learned it will come out again.
Well, thanks for the pink. I have a card that's got pink on it. I got my pink hair and I got my pink background. That's because we got the Hidden Love Story going now. It's in Hidden Love Stories in pink, right?
Colorful.
So with this card here, the 3 of Swords, and it is about the broken heart, but in this case we have mended that broken heart because we have gone through the Tower moment. We've gone through different doors with different view sides, different visions. We've laid things down to rest. We have major change coming in by watering the plants that we have, that's watering our gifts that we have, that have lined them up to be in this perfect order that you can stand on one foot with your eyes closed, holding your balance, because you learned how to mend that broken heart. The broken heart was the things of the past, the way that things have happened, the way that they have done, and the way that we have perceived them, and we had hold on to them. But we went through these doors of learning how to look at that story, at a brand new story, in a whole different way, so that heart didn't feel as broken. In fact, the way we started looking at it, it started mending that heart. In fact, the way we started looking at it, it did more than mend that heart. It started making that heart expand to be a bigger heart, to be of more love, to be more of that loving passion, desire that you feel, that you seek out there, to be more of that, to keep pushing it out there for others to see that they can seek that for themselves too. Mm-hmm. This card is supporting that's what's happened, because this is a card of union. This is why this masculine here, he's checking out what this feminine is doing with this broken heart and going, I want to go into union with her. She knows how to heal the broken heart. She doesn't know how to just heal it. She don't know how to just mend it. She knows how to expand it. Mm-hmm. So this is lining up. This is lining up. I know I keep moving him around, but that's what Spirit's telling me to do. He's watching the story. That's why. He's watching this story happen. This masculine figure that's full of fire, that's full of action, full of passion, full of desire. This is you think you can't see the story, but you can. And so there's love in this picture. It's like this is a cup of love. The masculine side has, I have my cup full of the love. And I want you to see, that's the story that you think you can't see, but you can see that this masculine figure, the way I read isn't the way everybody else reads. So this masculine figure is one to myself, for you, is saying what you cannot see is there is a cup of love right here on the table right now being offered. But you can't see it because maybe the offering hasn't come all the way forward. Yeah, it wants us to get out of our head, not to be thinking about what that offer is or what this is. We want to be out of our heads through those old stories, to know that your story is crystal clear, that you've gone through all of those lowest emotional feels, that they've all come forward, to know that there's a crystal clear answer, and you know that you have that crystal clear way. It has had to put things in a certain order and to lay things through a certain way, and it hasn't all been easy. In fact, it's been a tough ride. It hasn't been easy at all, but yet the thought process is learning how to become crystal clear to what thought keeps you healthy, what thought keeps you balanced, what thought keeps you moving forward, to which ones don't. It's gotten crystal clear with that. Because the Empress is the nurturer. The Empress has been nurturing this story for a long time, has been nurturing the emotional self. It says, yes, I've gone through all those stories, but I've decided to flip those stories around into a better story, so they have the crystal clear thought. So all those tough stories no longer bother me. We nurture them so much. We are the Empress for our own soul. We can nurture ourselves by believing in our higher selves, by believing that we get to operate in a higher vibrational way, by flipping our script around to better. We are the magician. That's the bottom of the deck. You're the magician of your own story. You already have all the tools. There's nothing more that you need. All we need to do, there's nothing more you need to do. There's nothing more that you need physically. We have the tools. We have to utilize the tools that we have to allow our minds to keep saying, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do this. It's like Kathy and I said, we just keep taking our baby steps to make something happen.
Yeah, yeah.
And we need to keep believing that I have the tools, what I need to make my dreams come true, because it's not the camera. It's the disposition inside of me. The camera came after the disposition inside of me got lined up to have the camera in front of me. Because now that I'm lined up, the camera showed up and says, now we're going to put you on film because you're in a spot that you can run the show without your emotional self tripping you up or getting in your way. So whatever it is that you're going after in your life, we already have all those tools. And they start with love. And any emotional feeling above that, love, laughter, play, joy, happiness, passion, desire, glee, excitement, go towards those feelings. Even being at peace, being excited and being calm at the same time. You know how much of a blessing that feels like? Being excited about what you're doing, but you're calm enough on the inside to go forward and do it because you know what you're doing is the blessing. This is Cynthia Toa, Gypsy Medicine Woman, on YouTube channel for my card readings. That's my reading for today on the show. I just love reading the cards because I love allowing this beautiful story to come out. It gives me a way to open up my throat chakra, to tell my story out to you in another way, how we can be changing these emotional feelings, these lower ones that come in our way in our day, how we can teach ourselves each way, each time they come, to flip that script around so it's actually utilizing and working for us. And we actually get to the point that the old script doesn't ever come back because we've got this new script that's working for us so much, and we've already learned from the old one. What a blessing reading. Just,
I know, it's beautiful, as always.
Love you too. Love everyone that came to the show. I am so thankful and grateful. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps get this type of message out to the world. We want this type of message to go out to the world because it gives us strength, it gives us courage, it gives us momentum, it gives us a peace to fight for our own rights in a calm way, not a rage way. But we can fight for what it is that we want and what we need out of this passion and out of this desire and out of this knowingness and out of this strength, not out of this weakness, but from this strength, from this courageous way, because we know what story we're trying to flip around, and it sure in the heck isn't what's going on out there. Well, this is going to be the end of our hidden love story today. And what was our title today, Kathy? I forget. Oh, it's keep believing in your dreams
alive.
Keeping our dreams alive. That's right. And remember, I'm here every Monday night at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time, live on YouTube. And the title of the show is Your Hidden Love Story. If you would like to know more about me, or you'd like to connect with me in any which way, please go to my webpage. That's cynthiatoet.com. It's CYNTHIATOET. Everything you need to know about me, whether you want a virtual reading or a party, or if you need a coach. I've had life coaches throughout my time to get to where I'm at. I'll go back to that for a little bit. I had Lisa Winston be a coach of mine through a time that I was going through a really trial time, and that had to do with my show. It was like, am I going to go forward or am I not going to go forward? And she was able to coach me so I could find my own path and make some very, very tough decisions. Just because I had a coach on my side to bounce this type of information off that was confidential. Not everybody wanted, I don't want everybody to hear my story, but I still needed to get my story so I was in momentum and still moving. And so I had a coach, and I still have coaches, but she was a coach that helped me get my business started. That's Lisa Winston. She has her own webpage too, and she helped me get my coaching going. So I'm a coach there too. So anyhow, the go-to action is go to my webpage, sign up for my mailing list. It'll do that. If you've never been there before, it'll pop up and say, hey, you want my mailing list? Then it really can keep track of what I'm doing next. But I'm not too much in your email box, but I let you know when something new is coming up. I'll let you know when a new show is coming up. And I'll let you know when new readings are coming up. And every once in a while, a real story in there. Okay. Till next time. Thank you, Kathy. I'm going to have you come back on another day, you know.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me. And remember, everybody, if you want to check out my channel, it's kind of new. Not too much going on yet, but I've got some good videos posted about self-compassion, trusting the process, making changes, things like that. So come check them out. My channel name is Real Life Reflections. There's no spaces between the words, so come check it out and see if you like it. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for having me on your show tonight. I love watching it, but it was fun being on it too.
Now I get to come on to your show next.
Yes, I will get things set up to have guests on mine soon, and you will definitely be my first one.
And thank you, Moana. I love I love you too. And Greg, you're welcome. I love you too. And everyone, and Cosmic Love, I love you too. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, have a beautiful day. Let's go here, and we got to go up here. And we go.